My name is Norma Kost, and I was born in Pola, which is a city in Istria, then called. That's in a heart-shaped peninsula on the northeast of Italy, but it is now Croatia. We came to Australia in 1951, but prior to that, we had to leave where I was born because Yugoslavia took over, as it was called then, Yugoslavia, and it was communist, so we didn't want to live there. We didn't want to live there, and we didn't live, running under fire. It wasn't as dramatic as that. We were assisted by the International Refugee Organization, and they provided transport and destination. They had several camps around Italy. They had maybe unused convents, army bases, naval academies, and all that sort of thing. So they had room for refugees to go here, there, and everywhere. You had no choice. You just went where you were taken, basically, yeah. We went into Italy itself, not here. This was back in 47. In February 47, this was our trip. As refugees, we were classed as refugees, although, as I just said, it wasn't as dramatic as running away under fire, all right? It was all organized. So over the years, we had to make a future for ourselves, and we weren't getting anywhere, really. So we decided, they opened up immigration, and we put our names down for Canada, US, Argentina, New Zealand, and Australia. It so happened that the first one that came through was Australia. So we thought at the time one place was as good as another. But anyway, here we arrived. However, we had to wait several months. So we were in different places to be, as they call it these days, processed. Medicals, education. Well, we were asked all these questions. You couldn't have a prison record or anything like that. That wasn't, or being very, very sick, like maybe have tuberculosis or anything like that. So you had to be absolutely A1 condition. Yeah, so by doing this, we had to travel to Germany because that's where the next boat was leaving from. And they didn't have enough people, of course, at the time that we arrived. So we had to wait 3 months up there. Yeah, so from July, I think we left in October. We left in October, that's right. But in the meantime, we had to help. They were cooking for us and everything, so everything was just great. But we had to help in the kitchen to peel potatoes and, do our chores. We had to take it in turns to do that, yeah. We came to Australia. We arrived in Australia on the 13th of November, 1951. We were placed in Bunagila. We were there only for a short time. Because we were teenagers and under contract, I might add, we were given a choice of what to do. Well, there was a chance for us to do nursing, which we did. About 12 of us took that chance. My parents got a job up in New South Wales with the BHP. My sister and I had this chance to go to the nursing school in Toorak, and that's what we did. But it was only a fortnight after we arrived that we were placed there. I remember a priest coming over to see the matron, and he said, I believe you have new arrivals from Europe. Would they be able to sing in Latin the midnight mass? And so we said, oh, Latin is fine. You know, that's what we've done. And that's what we did. 6 weeks after we arrived, we sang at midnight mass. We had to, more or less, I suppose, crash English course, but mainly to do with nursing things. Those were the main things that we needed to know. And, you know, it was one of those things you got thrown into this, and it was either eat this bone or starve, more or less. So you had to learn the language very quickly. And my secret was, and I thought this was always my thing, I love reading. And I started with the golden books that had the picture of a carrot and the carrot beside it. And so I started with that, and I went on to read more complicated and sentences and so on. And now I just can't stop reading. I read whenever I have a chance.